Alright, boy, it is time to do a bit of a react here before we do any gaming stuff, any Abyss honkai. Let's do a bit of a reaction content, free content. Boy, new Homura videos. I mean, it's not really new. It's 4 days ago, but like new new vids. This might be an hour-long reaction. So get your popcorn, get your food. It is time to watch the video. And I do have some grips next to me, so reaction time. Also, subscribe to this guy. It's actually a good one. This guy do such a good content.
Honkai Impact Third is one of the longest ongoing narratives created by Hoyoverse, with its lore spanning over 8 years worth of content.
It's really? Hold on, Honkai Impact really? I think isn't Kangazit is much longer? I mean, they're kind of the same universe, so it doesn't matter.
The question that most people have in the beginning is, what is the Honkai? Well, Honkai can actually mean 3 different things depending on the...
Okay, Honkai, right? For my meaning, what is it? I don't really have a meaning for it, not like, I just ignore it. Probably, I think Honkai is more like a term for monsters, the kind of thing, I think. So what, pure Honkai? I think Honkai is like, it's like more of an idea of something. It's like you saw a rat, like, what do you call it? Something? Like, I think Honkai is simply a name for an animal or something, right? I don't think there's like a deeper meaning than that.
The context used in the game. The most common use refers to the Honkai phenomena, a mysterious and destructive force that plagues Earth in Honkai Impact Third. The Honkai usually grows alongside
I think Honkai is like more of a name for like a disease something. It's like
manifesting
kind of
plagues, natural disasters, and even monsters such as
zombies
and
like
Honkai
that
beasts. The second meaning refers to Honkai energy, which causes the Honkai phenomena. Honkai energy is extremely dangerous to humans due to the radiation it emits, but it powers almost everything in the story, from the battles it's used in combat to the mechs and other weapons. Lastly, the third meaning, it refers to the Cocoon of Finality, a higher dimensional being and the main perpetrator of the Honkai phenomenon.
I'm pretty sure, right? But maybe a bit of spoiler. I think this thing here is the reason why we haven't got invaded by like the Aeon or something, right? So maybe the cocoon is our god. Just maybe.
Previous era, a highly advanced period from 50,000 years ago. The Cocoon of Finality trapped Earth in a 50,000 year loop where every time the Earth is destroyed, it gets reset. The previous era is the previous cycle, and many technologies from that time were preserved or reproduced in the current era. Valkyries are a group of female warriors.
Holy angle! I forgot. Fucking bro, this game used to have so much fan service, man. What happened, man? What happened?
Natural, which awakens on
went down here after that bunny event.
And artificial, an attempt to recreate the stigmata technology in the current era, though it's far from perfect. The person responsible for copying the stigmata technology in the current era is Ado Apocalypse, the overseer of Shiksal, the main organization on Earth tasked with fighting the Honkai. Other notable organizations include Anti-Entropy, which used to be part of Shiksal but broke away due to...
Isn't like Anti-Entropy... I like the start of the game, right? Isn't like Anti-Entropy used to be like the villain, and then something happened to Kiana, and then they are now the good guy. It's like the narrative kind of change here and there, Like beginning of the game, Jigsaw used to be like the hero, and then now they are like the most evil thing ever. And now they're good again due to Fedesha.
Instead of human warriors, Anti-Entropy uses mechs powered by Honkai energy. The sovereign of Anti-Entropy is none other than Weltiang, the first Hersher. The last notable organization is Word Serpent, which traces its roots back to the previous era. They use previous era technology, and their main goal is to enact Project Stigma, a frightening plan from the previous era meant to end the...
One question: does this thing actually exist, or it's just like an idea? Because bro, the fucking entire part 1 ending part 1, that thing is like so confusing. So I have no idea if this thing is real or not. I think it is real in a way. Why it's like an idea? Why it's not like this creature is real? Like, you know what I mean?
Honkai at the cost of humanity itself. The leader of War Serpent is Kevin Kaslana, a warrior from the previous era who survived in the current one. Honkai gives birth to powerful entities called Hershers who can bend physical laws. Normally, Hershers are under the influence...
Okay, a bit of a off topic here. But like low-key, they could make an entire anime of just like previous era. Like bro, I hacking love previous era. Like there's so much lore can be going there. Except for all the flimchers and stuff. I think there's more to that. So like, I wish they could expand more on the previous era, but like, I don't know, man. Like, it was like no one cared about it anymore, so it kind of sucks.
Of the cocoon of finality as they are projections of its powers. However, due to the sacrifice of a certain Herrscher from the previous era, the Herrschers of the current era are no longer tied to the cocoon's influence. Additionally, the birth of a Herrscher is always accompanied by the formation of a Herrscher core, which you can think of as a source of power for a Herrscher, allowing them to draw honkai into physical world and bend the laws of nature. Some Herrscher cores are also referred to as gems, but note that they are the same thing.
Okay.
Chapter 1 begins with Kiana Kaslana, May Raiden and Bronya Zajcik, 3 Valkyrie trainees sent to stop a rogue battleship powered by honkai energy from destroying a city.
I'm pretty sure I skipped everything until chapter 9. Because like, all I know is Himiko died, equal funny, equal sad.
Each corresponding to
so I just skipped everything until that.
Behind years ago during the second eruption, when Sirin, the second Herschel, almost destroyed Earth. Suddenly, the microchip implanted in Bronya's brain is hacked by Cocolia, an anti-entropy agent, forcing her to attack Kiana and May. They manage to subdue her and they begin their journey to find the keys. Later, they find one of the keys, the Gem of Desire, in Shixal's Oceania branch, implanted in a young Valkyrie named Wendy. Due to the implant, Wendy
I hate how Wendy just one shot, man. Like, this is like the most disappointed Herrscher ever.
This hatred
got like one shot by 03 newbies, 02 newbies, Valkyrie.
They stop Wendy,
that's actually so lame.
Microchip is hacked again by Cocolia, who kidnaps both Wendy and May. Also, I forgot to mention, May is actually the third Herrscher who has authority.
Spoiler, bro, spoilers.
Kiana, Teresa, and Himeko team up to save them. They rescue May, but Wendy is killed by Cocolia. Bronya falls into a coma after burning the microchip in her head.
Fucking get killed by Bronya, man. That's actually so lame. Like, Wendy deserves more justice, bro.
And create a virtual world of events that happened in the past.
Okay, like I think, right? Like I think Wendy could be introduced much later in the story, and it doesn't matter. Like her power for like wind and stuff, I think it's like kind of powerful. So they could like, instead of Wendy, they could make like some nameless villains and then put it there. And like I think it's much better than having the Wendy treatment. Like Wendy, the title of the fucking Herschel, bro. Like Herschel is like the most powerful thing in the game. And then they got one shot by Bronya. Imagine that, bro.
Kiana follows Teresa and ends up witnessing the events of the second eruption when her mother, Cecilia Shariak,
bro, the manga of this is so good, man. The manga actually is so good.
Everything turns out to be an illusion created by Sirin to break Kiana's spirit and take over her body. Fuhua, who was an undercover agent sent by Ado, kidnaps Kiana and brings her
I don't think he called her Fuhua part as well, because like they're outside of the Honkai game quest. I don't think he's gonna call it.
At the same time, it is revealed that Ado's goal was to revive the second Herrscher and that Kiana was a genetically modified clone created to house Sirin's consciousness. The Senfreya group infiltrates Shixal HQ, but it's too late to stop Ado's plan. The Herrscher of the Void takes over.
But was Himiko in Shixal, or was no? I'm pretty sure Himiko was in Shixal, right?
From May. Even
then she did something caught up
actions turns on him, but Ado shoots her.
Ado no, for
sacrifice herself
okay,
to stimulate
entropy.
Emotions, allowing her
so I don't know why
Himiko
was with Tesla there.
A human who can use Herrscher powers. Unfortunately, Ado's plan succeeds after Himeko, guided by Fuhwa's consciousness,
you go.
Powerful battlesuit from the previous era. This gives Himeko enough power to fight the Herrscher of the Void, but she ends up sacrificing herself to bring Kiana back. The events pick up 4 months later.
Bro, I heckin' love when people write story and then the first few chapters a character die, like a major character die. Bro, that shit is like my favorite type of writing, bro. Like that sudden drop in emotion. Like, you know, you thought, yeah, it's all gonna be sunshine, you know, students, you know, fighting, funny, and then just that teacher die immediately. So like, bro, what? Like that's the sudden change in like emotion or whatever it is setting. This is so good.
Missing, and the Senfreya group heads to Ark City to make contact with a broker named Great Serpent, who has information about Kiana's whereabouts. By the time they arrive, Great Serpent has already been killed by Rita, a Shixal agent sent by Ado.
Real?
by Ado. Afterward, we learn that Grey Serpent is still alive. In fact, he's not even a human but a mass-produced robot behind the World Serpent organization. Their goal is to free their leader, Kevin Kaslana, from the Sea of Quanta. To explain this briefly, the Sea of Quanta
oh my
is a
god,
space
lore, Sea Quanta lore, my
god. The sea
god.
also contains the so-called bubble world.
I don't think anyone have a definite definition of Sea Quanta and the imaginary sea. Even I think the death don't have it as well, because like the meaning keep changing every 10 chapters. So no one have a idea of what it is. Just like I think everyone have their own definition. And there's like no concrete or real definition of it, even for the death as well. I don't think the death ever like explain it, and the explanation is like continuous. Why it's like it doesn't change. Like the death keep changing the meaning of like Sea Quanta and imaginary tree every 5 chapters.
Words, which, as the name suggests, are unstable words born from the sea. Kevin, the leader of War Serpent, was cast into the sea 1000.
Bro, I hate how like most lore is locked behind manga. Like, I mean, it's kind of funny, lore behind manga, it's kind of funny, but like sometimes it's kind of annoying. Like suddenly, right, you question like, okay, why the fuck is Kevin in the Sea Quanta of all people? Like, there has to be lore behind that, like, why don't they just like put it in the game?
500 years ago. We also learned that Tiang, the sovereign of anti-entropy, ended up in the Sea of Quanta and remained there to ensure that Kevin wouldn't escape.
Okay, hold on, why though? Wait, hold on. I know why Kevin is there, but why is Walt there? I mean, he did say that Walt was there to keep Kevin, but like, when? Is this? Is that also in the story in the game story? Or it's like during the Durandal light novel? I'm not sure.
The group splits into two. Teresa, Bronya, and Einstein go to the Deep, an ancient city from the previous era, after responding to Kokolia's emergency request for help, while May and Tesla continue to search for Kiana.
Oh yeah, what happened to Kokolia, man? Like, we know that she's like control Bronya in the part of the story, and then she's just gone. I'm pretty sure she didn't die. I'm just pretty sure she didn't die. But where is she?
Next few chapters focus on Bronya. We learn about her past, how she was raised in an orphanage in Siberia by Kokolia together with Rosalia, Lilia, and Sele. Unfortunately, after an experiment a few years back,
I remember one part of manga about Bronya. Like, she choked one of the soldiers with her tight. Like, I don't know why that's thing, but I'm sure.
Sele got trapped into the Sea of Quanta. Oh, and one important thing about Sele is that she has another personality.
Bipolar disorder, bro. She's not real. Bellona is not real. You're schizo.
Attacked by Shixal forces since she possesses the Gem of Desire, but Kokolia threw the gem into the Sea of.
What she do? Wait, how? Wait, hold on. What? Oh my god, bro. Like, my info about the early part of Honkai is like erased, bro. Like, I don't think I pay any attention to this at all. How did she get Gem of Desire? There's so much plot here that I'm missing. How?
Quanta to force cooperation from Einstein and the rest. Oh, did I mention that the Deep has a way to access the Sea of Quanta? And things get even more complicated when it is revealed that Kokolia was secretly.
Okay, hold on. So we know that the Deep have access to Sea Quanta, right? So that means the previous era have access to Ovis as well. So you do question, how far did the previous era get? They know how to change human genetic. They can get to the moon. Cool. They make the arc, which travel like which travel to Venus. Is it Venus? I think Venus. They what? I mean, Dr. May is like have an understand of like quantum physics apparently. And anything more? Any more feats? I think that's it. So like, you do question how far did they get, and like the current era is like so far behind.
Working with Grey Serpent, who promised to bring Sela back from the sea, and Brune
one more thing. I hate how Sinma is like so relevant in this fucking in Honkai. What I think the only point of her is like she bully Bronya. No, she bullies CD, right? Or Bronya. And then one of them gets sad, they kiss, and then that's it. Nothing else. Sinma is like portrayed as like the big bad, not big bad. It's like the bully. quest in Gangazit where she's like a main character, like one of the protagonists, and she's like so important. So I have no idea why the direction of cinema going in Honkai there.
To dive into the Sea of Quanta alone. There, she meets a young boy named Joachim, who makes her undergo several trials in different bubble worlds where she reunites with Cele. The young boy is later revealed to be Tian, who crafted...
I remember I remember playing this during the online learning during COVID. Bro, it was so big, man. I was like having my lesson and I was reaching this part. Bro, it was so fucking good, man. All this thing is so good. Like, even though it's like several years old now, but it's still so good.
These trials to pass on his Herrscher powers to Bronya, who becomes the new Herrscher of Reason. Meanwhile, Cele finds herself in a bubble world created from Kevin Kaslana's memories, the leader of War Serpent and the ancestor of Kiana's family. Inside this bubble world, Cele witnesses how Kevin and his companions failed to stop the Herrscher of Corruption from destroying the last remaining human cities 50,000 years ago.
Beluna.
Kevin retrieves the Gem of Desire and is finally able to leave the Sea of Quanta, defeating both Bronya and Welt. Thankfully, everyone survives and Bronya and Cele are reunited after many years. In the following chapters, we see how Kiana tries to cope with the events that happened 4 months ago. Overwhelmed by guilt, Kiana attempts to end her own life.
I forgot. She took a kill herself. Oh my god, I forgot how deep this shit is. Bro. Like everything just blacked out in my head. I forgot how deep this shit is, man. My god.
But she is stopped by Fu Hua, who attached her consciousness to Kiana before being shot by Aro. With Fu Hua's help, the Herrscher of the Void's consciousness is suppressed.
What, are we getting near the rebuild the Fu Hua arc now? Because man, Fu Hua arc is so good. Like Fu Hua, okay, bro, I'm such a Fu Hua fucking simp, but like Fu Hua arc is actually banger. Like all the backstory of Fu Hua is actually so good. But like the depth they go into it is not really a lot, and most of it is locked behind visual novel. So like you can, if you want more, you have to go read. And here's the thing about the visual novel. They stopped updating it since last year, I think. So it's not really like their main focus. So you don't really get that much content of one there. So you know.
And Kiana gains partial control over her void powers. Meanwhile, War Serpent tries to blow up an entire city using a bomb powered by honkai energy.
It's legit a nuclear bomb.
Using her Herrscher powers, takes the bomb into the
It is even better than nuclear bomb.
Kiana is hit with the honkai energy from the explosion. As she falls, Kiana is caught by Durandal, the strongest Schicksal Valkyrie, who captures her and takes Kiana to a Schicksal base.
I forgot, like Durandal used to just solo Kevin. Like we used to think that, oh shit, Kevin might be we used to think that, oh shit, Durandal might be on par with Kevin, but like now, nah, she's had no chance against Kevin, man. Like he can just one tap her immediately, but he doesn't. Just imagine that two ways. One way it's just Kevin is being in there for fun, and one way is like Kevin just getting serious, one tap Durandal.
In Africa, Kiana is unable to escape Durandal until the base is attacked by War Serpent. Using the Chaos as cover, Kiana escapes but is confronted by Kevin. Fu Hua, who is revealed to be Kevin's old companion and a survivor from the previous era,
stalls
Kevin enough for Kiana to escape.
Kiana ass, man. 2 times, bro.
Teleports to Nagazora,
or 3 times.
where she first
so many
met
times.
May and Bronya 3 years earlier. May and Tesla pick up a signal left by Kiana and arrive at Nagazora. They follow her and meet a homeless girl named Sora, who, along with other children, lives in the ruins of the city. The children are cared for by an individual they call Sensei, revealed to be Raven, an agent of War Serpent who is there to kill Kiana. While they initially work together to fight Kiana, May and Raven eventually fight. After witnessing May's determination, Raven relents and allows her to reunite with Kiana. The two are reunited once more, but this time it is revealed that the Herrscher cores are poisoning Kiana and she only has 2 months left to live. After learning this...
Hold on. Then how did she survive for 2 months, right? I'm guessing May got the treatment by joining War Serpent? I don't fucking know, bruh. What is happening?
May desperately searches for a cure, and the only one who promises a solution is none other than Kevin.
Okay, there we go.
Kevin tells May that she must become the Herrscher of Thunder again, which will remove the Gem of Conquest from Kiana's body, giving them enough time to...
Wait, what? So I'm saying is, wait, how does that? Hold on, how does it make sense? Wait, what? So how how they said that one might become the Herschel. It removed the gem of conquest. Oh, I'm guessing that the gem of conquest became useless now because the new gem is in my body, I think.
Implement Project Stigma and save the world from honkai. To do this, Mei agrees to join Word Serpent and help them. While all this happens, Atto and Kevin form an alliance. Atto opens up an imaginary singularity in Nagazora and Mei absorbs the honkai energy to become the Herrscher of Thunder once more. After hearing what happened, Kiana tries to stop Mei from leaving,
okay.
But
what does he mean by once more? What does he mean by once more? Because I'm pretty sure she doesn't become a Herrscher of Thunder anytime before, right? Or I'm guessing that when the dad implement something inside my body, she became Herschel of Thunder for like 1 second and then stop. So I have no idea why he said once more there, but sure.
After a heart-wrenching conversation, Mei departs with the Word Serpent.
Heart-wrenching conversation. I think what is it? I think Kiana was alive. For no, hold on. I think they talk for like what 5 minutes maximum, and then Kiana just faint, and then Mei yap for like 20 minutes, saying how I will become a sin if like something you is sin, whatever it is. So like I don't think Kiana was alive for much of the conversation there, but okay.
Now a Word Serpent agent is sent with Raven to a tropical island called Coral Island to subdue a newly formed Herrscher, the Herrscher of Ice. It turns out that the Herrscher of Ice is a former Schicksal Valkyrie named Anna. They also meet Owl, another Word Serpent agent.
I also wish they could explore more into Anna. Like she looked like a competent character to be like half law behind her. But like they decide that nah, she's like a Herrscher, and then Owl something like her, the two fuse, and then one big Herrscher. Like, man, I don't know, man. Like, you could add more lore there. Like low key, that story, the Owl and Anna story is low key kind of good, but they like nah, give it for like 5 minutes of lore and that's it.
Owl and Anna knew each other as Anna saved
she looked actually good. One, she looked actually good, and two, the law looked kind of good.
Mei to protect Anna, and they both end up combining into a super Herrscher called the Herrscher of Rhymestar. Mei and Randall managed to defeat the monster and obtain both the core of ice and the core from the newly formed Herrscher of Stars. Remember that the wild
like you love how right like Herrscher of I think the Herrscher of Earth is Owl, right? And like it like the Herrscher of Earth used to be so strong. I think it used to like sink a continent in the previous era. I think Herrscher of Earth sink Emu, whatever it is, Emu, whatever it is. Like, whereas in the current era, they fuse, get tapped by thunder. Really? Get tapped? Really? 2 Herrscher, 2v1, and may win. Brother. For real.
A while ago, Atto shot Fu Hua in the head. Well, while all of this was happening, the Herrscher of Sentience awoke in Fu Hua's body. Fu Hua is immortal, so after Atto shot her, he put her into a healing pod. But Fu Hua transferred her consciousness before she was shot, so there was no one in her body to wake up, which turned out to be the perfect
that's why.
for the honkai to take over. The Herrscher of Sentience, who had Fu Hua's memories when she woke up, killed one of Atto's clones, destroyed one of Word Serpent's bases, and fought Kevin, after which she gained
Fought Kevin by the way. Like I don't think bro was serious, bro. Fought Kevin. Funny.
Possession of the feather that housed Fu Hua's real consciousness. From there, the Herrscher of Sentience and Fu Hua visit Mount Taishuan, a place where Fu Hua lived for many millennia. There, the Herrscher of Sentience has a whole identity crisis until she realizes that she's
so
not
true.
The real Fu Hua.
Bro, identity crisis is such a good summary of what happened in Taishuan. In like the 4 arc, it's actually like such a good summary.
While Kiana and Bronya also visited the same place to look for some techniques left behind by Fu Hua that could help them control their Herrscher powers. After they arrived, they witnessed Fu Hua's memories spanning her 50,000 years life, which turned out to be planned by the Herrscher of Sentience to make them learn more about Fu Hua. Then the Herrscher of Sentience makes Kiana and Bronya decide who is the better Fu Hua. Of course, Kiana and Bronya
who's the better Bronya? Who's the better Fu Hua? The OG one or the clone? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't really know the clone or the OG. I'm not sure, bro.
choose the Fuhua they know, and the Herrscher of Sentience throws a temper tantrum,
True.
but they end up
So
defeating her. After a while, the Herrscher of Domination, who
Okay,
has the power to
low-key, right? Senti could actually be so fucking strong. Like, you saw what happened in previous era, like, Senti could generally be fucking strong. But, like, except that, but, you know, but like, it said she's, like, a 1 year old, not a 1 year old, a 2 hours old baby. They have, like, access to everything, and instead of using that information to destroy the world, they have a competition to see who's a better Fuwa. Insane.
Copy negative human emotions and create up to 1,000 puppets from them is wreaking havoc around the world. The first part of this arc focuses on Cele and the dynamic between her and her counterpart. Cele is slowly becoming more mature, and the other Cele grows scared, thinking that Cele will no longer need her.
Okay, I mean, she cannot wrong. I mean, Vilna is not wrong, right? Like, she did become the Herrscher, and she don't really need Vilna anymore. So, you know, it's not really wrong.
Of Domination tries to exploit that fear, but both Celes manage to overcome it, and Cele gives the other Cele full control of the body for the first time.
Really?
The latter part of the arc focuses on Kiana. After a failed attempt to stop the Herrscher of Domination, Kiana gets dragged into the Theater of Domination, a separate dimension belonging to the Herrscher. There, the Herrscher of Domination wakes up the Herrscher of the Void inside Kiana by showing Kiana proof that Himeko is indeed dead. We finally learn that Kiana—
Damn, Himeko dead? That's great. Oh, that's crazy, man. Who could have known that?
And the Herrscher of the Void personality are both personalities born from Syrian's wishes. Kiana represents her wish to live a normal life, and the Herrscher of the
Void— I'm so happy that Syrian got her own fucking battlesuit. Like, I'm so happy that, bro. Like, fuck up, man. Syrian is such a good fucking character. Like, my queen, we can't blame her, man. We can't blame her. It's human, man. It's society, you know, it's society. Like, fuck, man. Syrian is such a good— it's just a good character.
Void is her wish for revenge. Kiana defeats the Herrscher of the Void and gains full control over the Herrscher power.
I forgot how, like, Benares is become fucking Raiden pet. I don't know the law for this, but, like, somehow Raiden, somehow my Benares become Kurikara. I don't know how. I guess, like, overriding the authority. I don't know.
After a brief reunion and goodbye with Himeko—
Also, talking about Benares, I wish there are more Bella content on Twitter. I wish there are more art about Bella, because she generally looks so good.
After image inside the Gem of Haste, Kiana defeats the Herrscher of Domination and becomes the Herrscher of Flame Cyan, commanding both the powers of Void and Fire. The time has—
Okay. Low key about the domination thing. The pet, the puppet, bro, hood.
Finally come for Aro to put his 500 years long plan into motion and bring back his childhood friend and love of his life.
This is why I stopped reading. This is why I actually stopped reading, sorry.
Kalen Kaslana. Aro resigns as Schicksal Overseer and passes down the title to Teresa. He then lures the Senfreya group and Anti-Entropy to
pass down all that
where the old Schicksal
stuff to Teresa,
using the core of domination as bait. When they arrive, Aro does his best to get on everyone's nerves, secretly preparing trials.
I mean, he always does, right? I mean, this like, auto on everyone's nerve. I think that's just like the common stuff there.
And obstacles for them to overcome and grow, while also furthering his plan. We finally learned that Durandal is the real Kiana, who was thought to be dead for 10 years.
Okay, wait, hold on. First off, right? Do we actually know that Durandal was the real Kiana? Or like I think most of us is like theorizing it that Durandal might be the real one because like of how famous she is to the death. So I think we do have, of course, we do have some theory, but I don't think it was that famous, maybe. So I mean it's all like the what do you call it, the Levi, the LT Levi, right? It was like you never know Levi full name. It's like Levi Ackerman, but like somehow we all knew he's an Ackerman for some reason why. So not sure, but I think that might also apply to Durandal as well. Why we just thought she was the real Kiana all along, or something might happen. So I don't think we're that surprised by this shit, bruh.
her real identity revealed, Durandal teams up with Kiana to deal with Ado once and for all. Ado had amassed an infinite amount of imaginary energy by forming a connection with the imaginary tree, becoming a false god. However, he still couldn't realize his plan, but he used Kiana's hatred for him to make her use the power of the Hersher of the Void on him, which allowed his soul to free itself from the constraints of the tree. This enabled Ado to reach the wedge of the world, where he created a branching timeline in which Kalin never died 500 years ago, finally realizing his long-lasting wish at the cost of his life. After Ado's story concludes, it's time to cover Elysian Realm, which I'm not—
Let go! Let go! Easy round, pick.
not going to do in this video. Look, Elysian—
Fuck! Fuck is off! Fuck off! Come on! Fuck! Oh, clueless. Actually clueless.
Elysian Realm is massive, so I'll link you some of my other videos where
Oh, fuck off. They're all long as well, man. They're all so long.
I do a full story recap for it. Please watch those to fully understand it. Kevin has finally implemented Project Stigma, which placed every person on Earth inside the giant collective dream. He also hijacked the authority of finality from the cocoon. Project Stigma aims to merge the consciousness of all humans into a giant dream, which in turn would give birth to
you have to think what
humans into a
this
giant
thing, this entire scene never happened. This thing or this CG is not real. Like they did fight once or two times. Once they got shit on, they need Sentire to help them, and once more they actually defeat him with all the power. So I wish this could happen once, not lie. Like low key though, I wish it could happen.
Dream, which in turn would give—
I just watch them all get shit on by Kevin.
birth to physical manifestations of human ideas, which are basically living—
So Kevin, this is like a 1v3, like 2 or 3 times now.
Stigmata who can coexist with the honkai. All the people who had a naturally awakened stigmata were transported to the moon.
Oh, we know. Do we ever know why Su Shang was like it's like stigmata awakened? Do we ever know that? Maybe it's in like fucking like novel. Like everything is locked behind some of the thing. But it's like there's like no real backstory to it, and it's like okay, so Su Shang is like stigmata awakened and nothing else. So we just have to take it forward, you know.
And all active Hershers were thrown into the Sea of Quanta. There are many—
oh yeah, this is like the first time. Okay, this mean like finally, right? After so long, they reunite. Like holy shit! Like we do know that they have some connection during the domination. Like may did help her, may did help Kiana out somehow. But that's it, right? They never talk or mid-phase, and that's it. After like how long? A year maybe.
Finally reunite, and with the help of some familiar faces, they managed to unlock the mental constraints on their authorities and escape from the Sea of Quanta and confront Kevin.
Look how serious they're fighting, bro. Look how like competent they are to fighting Kevin
on the moon. Unfortunately, Kevin outmatches them in combat. This is when Mr. Lin, a Word Serpent agent behind Project Stigma, traps Kiana May and Bronya inside a dream, intending to take control over the powers of the Hersher of Reason. As the story progresses, we learn that Mr. Lin's true goal was to help Bronya awaken as the Hersher of Truth, the complete form of the Hersher of Reason. Afterward, the group returns to Earth, only to find that most of it has already been consumed by Project Stigma. Anti-Entropy and Schicksal come up with a plan together to stop Kevin. Durandal, Fuhua, Teresa and Sela enter the giant dream.
I hate how like, most of the thing here is just quantum physics lore. Why we give no shit.
Steal a part of Kevin's authority. May reclaims
okay, hold on.
Well, there
Loki
also steal.
Loki, this skin here looks so much better than the one we have right now. Like look at the scale, the head type of shit. And Loki though, it look better than the one we have right now. I don't know why. This thing look like maybe more vibrant, more life to it. I don't know the words. Like the one we have in game, it's like kind of like a wet chicken. Like I don't know why, but this thing look a bit better. Maybe it's like 2D art versus 3D models. Look, it's very different, I guess. But this definitely looks much better.
A part of Kevin's authority. May reclaims the lost authority of Origin, which once belonged to Elysia, becoming the new Hersher of Origin. Kiana, after absorbing all Hersher authority—
it's like Hersher of Origin have the same powers. Finality? I don't know the power much. They don't ever explain it. But like I'm pretty sure Origin have some power to finality as well. We know that Elysia sacrificed herself to change the will of honkai lore. Like so there's that thing. So we never know the exact power of origin.
This is recognized by the cocoon as the true Herrscher of finality. Then they
battle the one clonal automate, man. The one clonal automate. Maybe it's Auto that we have to thanks, man. Maybe Auto is not a villain all along.
One final time and defeat him, finally surpassing his ambition. Kiana gets the full authority of finality and becomes the new goddess of Earth. Since Earth is still recovering from Project Stigma, Kiana remains on the moon to siphon all the honkai energy there and find a way to convert honkai energy into regular energy so that it won't threaten humanity in the future.
Isn't like they did once. Okay, maybe I mean they make to a bomb, but like if they can make if they can make the honkai energy to a bomb, then surely they can make it to a sort of energy like fuel, you know, as well, right? Like I'm pretty sure human. Oh, do they? No. We make bomb before we make nuclear plant. So yeah, okay, I get Kiana now. Yeah, okay, maybe she's not wrong.
Future. And this is pretty much the story of part 1 summarized, but we're not done yet. No. There's still part 1.5, which is split into two big halves. So let's start with Cele's arc. Cele is lured into a bubble world that's actually two bubble worlds existing in the same space. Red Cele and Blue Cele are separated. As they search for each other, they meet Vita, a cheerful and bubbly girl who offers to serve as their guide. Later, we found out that Vita is from Venus, and that 250 million years ago, Venus also fought the cocoon of finality, but was destroyed. The two bubble worlds are on the brink of destruction, and the one behind this is being referred to as Sa, the abyss of the Sea of Quanta. Sa is a being that evolved to be similar to the cocoon of finality and is planning to destroy the two bubble worlds
my idol
from their destruction. To stop Sa, they need to create a new Herrscher that is born in the Sea of Quanta and use its authority to cut the connection between Sa and the bubble worlds. Vita is revealed to be Sa's proxy, a clone of Sa that is going around the Sea of Quanta.
Did you say Sus?
Vita is revealed to be Sa's proxy,
Sus proxy.
A clone of Sa that is going around the Sea of Quanta to harness energy. It is also revealed that Sa was the last survivor of Venus and gained some power from the Sea of Quanta. After millions of years of growing, Sa became a being similar to the cocoon of finality.
But like 1% of power.
The Herrscher of rebirth, she manages to defeat Vita and cut off Sa's connection to the...
Bro, the boss here is actually so hard, man. Like, bro, I think it's like one of the hardest boss in the game. I mean, I think Kevin is like kind of there, but it's really much easier than this. But this is actual pain, by the way. I tried for like, almost 1 hour to defeat this boss.
The two bubble worlds. Vita then reveals that this was part of her plan to free herself from Sa's clutches and be free. After thanking Cele, Vita disappears. The second half happens on a dwarf planet at the edge of the solar system called Phosphorus. Fuhua is teleported there by a mysterious force. There, Fuhua meets 7 city representatives who all look like child versions of Vita. As honkai beasts keep appearing on Phosphorus, Fuhua and the small Vitas begin investigating. Soon, Fuhua learns that Phosphorus was, in fact, created from the seeds carried by Grisio, one of her fellow flame chasers from the previous era, while implementing Project Arc. Project Arc was supposed to be an alternative to Project Stigma, and Grisio was tasked with finding a suitable planet without honkai to rebuild humanity. Sa lured Grisio here and stole the genomes from the Ark to create life. Grisio fell into a deep slumber, but Fuhua wakes her up.
Do we ever know why she became like that?
Learned that
like she's how just become like an uo and then become mommy. Like, do we ever know why? Or like an explanation for that?
After Vita left the bubble world where she fought Cele, she was captured by Sa and imprisoned inside a small pocket space in the Sea of Quanta. With Fuhua's help, Vita escapes. The one who brought Fuhua here was Su.
Fuck, I hate this, man. Like, we have such a good love for Su. Like, he transcend to another dimension, higher one. And then he came back as a fucking mobile network. That is so lame, man. Like, they could do so much here. With like Su. No, he's there. He helped Fuhua for a bit. And he become like a Fuji network. That is so lame, man. I wish they could expand on this, but no. Like, they use him for plot convenience.
Another flame chaser and the same person who threw Kevin into the Sea of
Quanta. Like, he know everything about the way. He know how Kevin works. Now he know how Kevin died. He know all the Kiana stuff. He doesn't interfere, but now he does. Why? No idea.
1,500 years ago. After ascending to a higher plane, Su was able to observe our world and came up with a plan to stop Sa.
Yeah, now he does. Help Vita, help Sa, defeat Sa, and not the honkai of anything. He does this
by bringing Fu Hua here.
Like there's such a plot point. Like that is so annoying. But like, sure, I guess it's fucking plot. I guess funny plot.
Vita
So my god,
managed to push Sa back, and just before Sa was about to flee, Kiana fires a beam of energy at it from the moon, essentially eradicating all its roots from the proper world. Inside the Sea of Quanta, Sa is
literally embodied, man. Literally embodied.
Extremely weakened, and Vita takes this opportunity to kill it and take over its authority.
I hate how they make Vita eye purple here, and then every next chapter ever, her eyes turn back to yellow or green. Like can they just make her eye purple, bruh? For like continuity purposes?
Now that she is completely free,
whoa, come on, let's block it. Oh, let's block it.
Vita leaves Phosphorus, and her story will continue on Mars during part 2.
To complete lore, 9 minutes, bruh. 9 minutes. Oh, I wish there's like more stuff to Elysian Realm. Like Elysian Realm lore is actually just pig ass, but yeah, sure, whatever, man. Sure. Alright. That should be for today rare content then. I mean, it's good as usual, man. Good as usual. Go like and subscribe to this guy. Very good law. Although this is best to get around Nerve. True. Employee of the Millennium. With the amount of price of people wanting to check out honkai story, playing game, prefer them. True though. Instead of playing like what 1 year, no. Instead of just reading like 10 visual novels, they can watch this. True. Those part are instantly corrected. I think it was myself this video. I wish it, like one of the best lore in the game is Elysian Realm, and like I wish he could cover it, but I think covering it would make this video like what 40 minutes long, or like 30 minutes, because of like, how deep Elysian Realm go. Like I know I'm a big sim of Elysian Realm, so if I ever do one, you can catch me doing it doing a 1 hour overview, 1 hour short analysis. This is my last time after 7 years. Sorry, true. Don't know how he does that, man. Don't know how he does that. Probably like find the main plot point, just put it in the video, I guess. But yeah, that's it for today. Rare content then. If you enjoy, go watch this guy video. Go watch this guy video. And yeah.